Let's have a little talk about fishing. Fishing season will be here quicker than you think if it's not already fishing season, trout season where you live. Whether you are a seasoned angler or an occasional line wetter, this is a great time to do these 5 important tasks. Most people ended their season last year just by putting their rods and tackle box in the garage or basement on a shelf. The rods and reels are still covered with last year's residue and may be slightly rusted, corroded, oxidized. The tackle could still be damp, and water will have its way with most metals. Bearings, hooks, sharps, knives. If you've done any saltwater fishing, it's even more important to attend to your gear because the salt is so corrosive. So here's 5 things that you should do now to get yourself ready for the upcoming season. Just open your tackle box and bring it inside to room temperature for about a week to evaporate all the moisture. Separate that tangled mess of lures, snelled hooks, and snap swivels. Soak it. Don't rinse all your water-safe tackle and reels in distilled water for a couple days to dissolve all the residues, and then spread it out on a table or a workbench and let it air dry for a couple days. Now completely empty your tackle box. Clean it with warm water and a grease-cutting dish soap like Dawn or something like that to remove all the grease, oils, and creekside residue. Let it dry completely. This is not something you're going to do in an afternoon. Now reorganize your compartments, sections, and oil the hinges and latches. Now go hand wash and air dry your fishing vest for the first time this season. Organize those pockets. Go get your fishing license and put it in its protective sleeve. Now consider these suggestions for your tackle box this year. Number 1, lighten it up a little. It's like packing for a trip. You never wear half the clothes you pack. Think about it. You never use 90% of what's in your tackle box. Thin it out to just the essentials, and believe me, you're going to be happier, less cluttered, and spend more time fishing and less time goofing around with tangled, rusty messes on the creek side. Number 2, keep your knives sharp by keeping a small ceramic sharpener in the box. Make sure the blades are clean, sharp, and then polish them with petroleum jelly and then wipe off the excess. 3, get a pair of larger nail clippers for snipping lines and knots. Stop using your teeth and stop using knives. Number 4, put in a small bottle of sewing machine or barber clipper oil. It's lighter and it doesn't attract dirt and dust to moving parts like the typical oil that you would buy in a hardware store, like the 3-in-1 oil, which is too thick and literally attracts dirt and grime. Number 5, dollar store reading glasses are great to see your knots and snap swivels and help you see better in your box, especially when the sun starts to go down. Number 6, granola bars, crackers, and nuts are a great thing to keep in the box to ward off hunger, weariness, and keep you focused after a few hours of fishing. 7, incense, punks, or cheap cigars make great bug chasers if the skeeters or the fleas are biting. It's always a good creekside thing to have. 8, an LED light for your visor of your cap is worth its weight in gold. As the day grows darker, it'll keep your hands free for everything, and believe me, you're going to thank me for this one. Doing these things soon will help ensure that you have a pleasurable and memorable fishing season this year. Good luck.